Hey everybody, good evening. I hope everybody's good. Let me see who's in my chat. Thank you for waiting for a few minutes. So yesterday we had discussed a little bit about Ryan Finds Truth. I'm just going to start this without an intro or anything because there's a little bit more here than I actually realized. And I did not realize that there were as many of these blog posts as there are, but I don't want to hold up the stream. So good evening, Brandy D and Sippy, Honey Badger, Cheesecake Mafia, Sandra, Emergency Me, Deborah Robinson, Brandy D, Cheryl O. Hey, how are you guys? Rose Star, Beach Lady. Hey, Yanni. Hey, Sarisa. Hope everybody's good. So first I want to say this is going to be a bit of probably a difficult live stream for some people. And if you're sensitive to matters regarding and surrounding mental health, please exit. I'm not going to be coddling anybody here tonight at all. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't watch me. I personally have no feelings for anybody in this situation except for Summer, and that's it. That's all I have to say about it. So my mods know that if anybody comes in bitching about what I'm about to do, just let them know what I just said a minute ago, because it's all I care about. I care about Summer and Summer's feelings. I don't care about Ryan's feelings, nor do I care about his wife's feelings. That is not my problem, and that's not why I'm here. So you guys are going to see in my title here, those shiny red shoes. I'm going to be reading from a blog post called Those Shiny Red Shoes, which I'm going to share with you so you can see for yourself. This is a public blog, and it's very important that you know that what is being presented to you guys as of late to be psychic abilities and gifts are not psychic abilities, nor are they gifts. This is a mental health crisis, and it is going to be very clear to see. Hold on, I'm going to add Benny to the stream. Hey, Benny.
Hello.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me, looking ass.
You're welcome. All right, so here is the blog, and it's called Those Shiny Red Shoes. Let me put this in the chat for you guys. I'll also link it in my description. It's important that everybody has this link so that they can do their own fact checking, their own research, and you're not just relying on me or Benny for information, okay? You guys can look into this also for yourself to verify. Say what?
I was saying hello to Cushy.
Oh, Cushy. Cushy. Here is the blog is right here. So I'm putting it in the chat. This is from Ryan's wife. This is her blog. Now, this is not going to be so much about Ryan, although I believe what Ryan is doing is in very poor taste. I think that people are going to understand very quickly what's going on, and I'll just let you guys give your own opinions and not really so much project my thoughts and opinions as much. I would like to also too, I'm really glad that Benny's here because I have to read and I'm not going to be able to pay attention to everything going on in the chat. And I know that people are probably going to have some things to say, but I'm not going to be able to see the chat while I'm reading. Hey, Sassy Bernard, thank you so much. Welcome to memberships. And hi, Stacy, Sunshine Girl, Brenda, Unseen, Dana, Carly. Oh, thank you, Emergency Me. I'm going to pin that. This is going to stay pinned so my mods don't have to continuously drop the mental health hotline. I'm going to keep this right here. So it's going to be pinned to the top chat, and my mods don't have to keep dropping it, because this is going to be chock full of most likely some triggering content for some. So you're happy this is being addressed, Brenda? This has to be addressed, because if it's not, people are going to fall for everything that they're seeing and hearing. And it's all in the name of summer again, of course.
And sorcery. It's in the name of sorcery too.
This is sorcery if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, this sorcery. Yeah.
First, should we pull up the video that we were watching a little while ago?
Yeah.
And kind of give people that haven't been introduced to that channel a look into. Okay, let's do that. Hold on a sec. Let me grab
this. Because there's some things that go on, you know, understanding first that this young woman, this lady, she is taking some Serafina courses, and that costs money. It's not for free. How you doing, Miss Rose? It's not for free. And so it's like the further perpetuation. It's plugging and promoting all of these other sort of weird services. But the thing that you cannot lose sight of is that this is sorcery. This is the stuff in the Bible. They say that, this ain't gonna work. You know, so you might see different kind of people that know they have done wrong and repent for those sins, make it to heaven seriously, before somebody who feels like sorcery is sort of a walk to walk. It's a path to walk. It's not. It's sorcery. So it is what it is. And all of these strange feelings, like she keeps having these feelings, and I'm not trying to be funny, but a couple of the feelings I've seen been in her tummy. I wonder if she maybe had to poop. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it is. There are some really strange things here, and I think that most of all, it's important you guys hear and how Ryan coaches her. Ryan is very much aware of what is going on with his wife. There's no doubt in my mind. And after you see what I've seen today and what Benny's seen today,
it's some weird.
You're going to understand why he says, "Oh, what do you feel here, Jen? You know, what do you feel when you're over here?" And it's just really.
I do want to say. I want to say this. I don't want it to be looked at it in terms of defending this behavior. However, I did make mention to you, and I want to keep it real all the way. I had mentioned to you while we were looking through this stuff, I said, you know what? She actually does have more of the personality, as I understand. Like true psychics, they don't look like Miss Cleo on TV smiling and doing all that jazz. They look tormented. And this woman definitely seems to genuinely be tormented by something.
Yes.
So she does seemingly have the correct personality sort of conflicts that one might expect from real sorcery of this level.
Hey, Alicia. I agree with you, and I believe that she is tormented by something, and I do believe that she's disturbed, and it's really crazy because I picked up on something myself, call it, and maybe it's a sixth sense, if you will. I won't call myself a psychic, because, we all get those types of feelings, right? That something wasn't quite right. And I said yesterday on my live, I was like, why do I feel like we're going to see, some kind of GoFundMe pop up for something wrong, with the lady? And when I said that because I said, is something wrong, like with her, as far as her health wise? I thought I saw someone like say, oh, I hope you feel better or something like that. So This is very serious. I don't take this lightly, and it's not a joke whatsoever. I was actually cracking up at one point before I had stumbled upon and found the blog website, and that changed a lot for me. So my mood is not the same as it was today when I was, watching this. And I was very irritated. I became very agitated watching this video in
Alicia.
particular.
Alicia.
What'd you say?
I said, hi, Miss Alicia. I didn't see you had her comment tag.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
I just posted it right up there. This one made me pretty irate, actually. It was like had me pacing around. So I'm gonna play a little bit of it for you. This comes from the channel Ryan Finds Truth. Some of you guys may be familiar, some of you guys may not be. They are people that came over from the Donna Serafina group. And like Benny said a little while ago, his wife is taking classes for the gifted. Although we all know that if you're truly gifted, you don't need a class. All right. So I'm going to play this here. I'm just going to play a couple spots so you can hear her talking about the signs that she's getting from Summer and the way that Summer is speaking to them through their travels. There is a whole lot more. Maybe this might be 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. I don't know, but we have to get through just this blog post so everybody's aware of what's actually going on before everyone falls into a really terrible situation. Okay. I'm going to press play here. Don't mind the ads. These have ads like everywhere throughout, probably every 2 minutes. So you're going to see a lot of ads pop up probably every single time I move around on the screen. We were watching earlier, and within 2 minutes, there were 4 ads popping up. So that was just in a 2-minute time frame. Oh, and these locations are the locations that Donna Serafina has spoken about in her readings about Summer. So they're traveling around to locations that have been cited by Donna. Okay.
Let's take a second.
Now, this is Jen. This is Ryan's wife.
See if you feel anything.
Not to be confused with Darlene's boyfriend from Roseanne Barr. I had to get that out.
So he said, see if you feel anything. And this is the whole, every single video is, say, what do you feel here? See if you feel anything. What do you feel over in this spot? It's all he does is ask her what she feels. This is, and I'm going to tell you my personal opinion. I'm sorry I'm talking so much. I believe that due to her circumstances, this man has found a way to get her out and about. I think he's found a way to give her something to look forward to. I have no problem with that, but just not in the name of Summer, and not in the way of saying that Summer is doing things, speaking through certain types of signs. That's not appropriate. If you like to find a way to get her out of the house and a way to, find purpose, there are other ways to do that. This is a great idea, but just not in the name of Summer Wells.
Can I share my screen just really quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on one sec. Your screen?
There you
it's
go.
not there yet. Oh. Hold on. What is it? Oh, Benny.
I'm just saying. Just let it soak in. Okay.
Oh, wow. She does look like it. Oh, she does.
I told you.
Jesus.
All right. Enough of that.
Okay. Benny, you're so funny. Jesus. Okay. Hold on, guys. Yeah, he's a big jokester, so you gotta laugh at that. Okay, so here you're going to see the ad.
This mistake is cost.
And it's truly every minute or so.
Oh, yes. Stop overpaying.
Yeah. Mm. And he's holding a camera stick, although you might think someone's standing. He's doing a very good job of playing it off as though, you know, he's not holding it.
Yeah, like it's documentary style. Like it's, yeah.
Like it's, you cannot make this shit up, I swear to God.
Men's room.
Told you.
You have a feeling about the men's room?
She says the men's room. So she points to the building they're looking at and says, the men's room. He says, the men's room? She says, yes. So I would like to know how she knows that there's a men's room over in that building across the way. I guess they must have checked it out before they walked over to the gazebo. What do you think, Benny?
I don't know. I think one of the two of them already had a sit down. So yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Dick, Richard, that is a great comment. Richard's comment is,
yes.
What would you find laying on the ground of public places 30 months later? That's a great point.
It is a great point. I was thinking stuff like that while I was watching these videos today. Like, well, Benny, like the tunnels, right? Those little tunnels that led through to the others. There's people around, people doing their thing, and they're acting like it's a skit. Yeah, Dick Dollar, I could not agree more.
Yeah.
This is very upsetting to me. I'm pissed. I'm going to be quite honest with you that I'm not happy at all. And I'm trying to be really kind because of the circumstances and the situation.
Well, I think Jen doesn't look very happy either. So I think there's two of you.
I'll be honest, I'm far more pissed off than Jen probably is, you know, on the regular. I'm a little heated at the moment. But yeah, so this is going to probably make you more upset, you guys, when
it's probably going to have a lot of you not play with your eyebrows so much either.
After, yeah, it's like a scavenger hunt, sleuth hound. It's like a fun scavenger hunt. It's gross. It's really gross. But once you actually read what this woman has documented over time, this is going to be far more infuriating because you're going to understand what you're actually looking at and what people have been watching for weeks, some months, because he started uploading about Summer just 2 months ago. You're going to see it.
Honey Badger, I agree.
What did Honey Badger say? It's making a mockery of people that are truly gifted. I agree with you, Honey Badger. I do. Sure do.
Because I was asking my spirit guide. She's pulling me over there.
I'll check the men's room.
Well, how do we know it's going to be the men's room, not the women's room?
Go ahead, Benny.
Well, she's feeling, she's saying, I'm feeling something over there. And he immediately wants to run to the men's room. It's almost like.
She said the spirit was pulling her to
it's
the
almost
men's
like
room.
he has to poop for her now.
Yeah, this is, you guys, it's bad. Really. So she says that the spirit guide is pulling her over there to the men's room. He's like, oh, let's go check out the men's room, right? They actually get a man walking out of the men's room as they're walking up to the men's room, and they don't clip him out. Like, there's no privacy, you know.
And you know, as old as this man is, he was totally in there laying one down. Like, and they went right in after him. He wasn't in there taking a pee. He was in there getting rid of breakfast.
Come at night. No.
Okay. Bathrooms.
Sweet, dude. Ooh, you can see the piss on the floor too. You know, it stinks.
Yeah, it's really gross in there.
Ooh.
It's really gross. But I'm gonna fast forward right here because I wanna show you what I believe is why she brought him over to the men's room. Because if you look, there's a cut here, right? There's a bit of a cut in the ceiling. That's why he goes up here and points at it. You
He's
see?
already seen it before, in my opinion.
I mean, as if we need to see that. I apologize, you guys. I don't get into bodily functions on my channel. It grosses me out all the way. But this is, I believe, why they went into the men's room. Probably why she said the men's room, right?
It's all pre-scoped out.
They're at the Gazebo Day Tripper. So they're going to all of the locations that Donna Serafina spoke about. And yeah, I would agree with you, Dick Dollar. They got the man coming out of the bathroom too. That poor guy has his face on camera coming out of the bathroom. You're not supposed to put cameras in the public bathroom. They went into what was there again, Benny? What did you call it? A utility closet with the heater, you know, the furnace and whatnot. So it's
utility closet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sort of broke into it. Like, that's not just for public consumption.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. So as you can see, they come in here. Hold on a sec. They looking around in all the places, and now I'm gonna show you. Well, actually, let's do this. And instead of me, why don't I break it up? Let me go to the blog because I really, really need you guys to understand while we're watching at the same time what we're dealing with here. So this is the
heavy
blog.
contradictions in these blogs.
What is it?
Just to say it kind of just kindly, there's some heavy contradictions in these blogs here. You'll pick them up.
And keep it in mind, you know, she is going through some pretty serious stuff. I am not making fun of this woman. Please know that. I think it's actually horrendous that he is exploiting his wife, in my opinion, the way that he is. Okay, so the first one, well, actually, let me bounce over to, I'm going to read you the first one I read earlier today because.
No, there were two restrooms, Miss McGuire.
Yeah, there was a unisex bathroom, right? And a men's bathroom, honey? Okay, so here, let me do this. I'm going to come right down to this. This is the one I read first. I thought this was the only page of the blogs, but I was wrong. So I want you guys just to hear this one before we go any further. I think it's important. Saturday, January 9th, 2010. And Benny, do you have the link? Will you put it in my chat while I'm here reading this so people have it again? Because I dropped it earlier, but.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so this one is January 9th, 2010. A new year, a new approach. Since I started DBT, I've realized that dwelling on the illness side of my personality is not exactly healthy. So I have decided to write about things that I am interested in, things that you may find interesting, and things that are healing to the soul. I want to suggest books to read, blogs, and websites to check out, and thoughts to ponder. Lately, I've been branching out into the public sector and trying to find a job. I'm on a substitute teaching list, and I just interviewed for a literacy ed tech position yesterday. I'm crossing my fingers for that one. Any positive thoughts or prayers you can give me would be greatly appreciated. If it doesn't work out, I hope to have the will to keep plugging along, applying for other positions. My problem is that it's been so long since I've worked. I haven't kept up with the latest jargon or anything. I hope they can see, though. I hope they can see through that to my willingness to learn. We'll see. For my first mindfulness exercise for you all, I suggest going out, blowing some bubbles, drawing with crayons, and she writes that smell or playing with Play-Doh, do something that you did in your childhood. It will soothe you. Trust me, this is something I did in one of my DBT sessions and I loved it. Enjoy. Jen, is anybody familiar with DBT?
It's not to be confused with a BLT. It's serious. Okay.
So I will read to you what DBT therapy is. Okay. It focuses on helping people accept the reality of their lives and their behaviors, as well as helping them to learn to change their lives, including their unhelpful behaviors. Dialectical behavior therapy was developed in the 1970s by Marsha Linehan, an American psychologist. Now, what can be treated with DBT? Feeling empty inside or hopeless, low self-esteem or feelings of self-hate, strong emotions, intense mood swings, risk-taking or impulsive behavior, unstable relationships, self-harm, or suicidal thoughts and attempts. Okay. Now, if you, so it's also to cope with, it's a structured program of psychotherapy with a strong educational component designed to provide skills for managing intense emotions and in negotiating social relationships. Originally developed to curb the self-destructive impulses of chronic suicidal patients and is also the treatment of choice for borderline personality disorder, emotion dysregulation, and a growing array of psychiatric conditions. It consists of group instruction and individual therapy sessions, both conducted weekly for 6 months to a year. Now, you guys can look more into dialectical behavior therapy. I'm going to drop in the chat exactly how you spell that. Anybody who needs, the link is pinned to my top chat for mental health. And that's going to be there the whole live stream for anyone who needs it. If this is too much for you, please do take a break or exit the stream. All right. So, reap what you sow. So she goes into great detail about lithium. There's a array of different types of things she discusses about how she's handling thank you, Emergency Me, for dropping that. So we're gonna, read on what she shared publicly with the world, from her own words. So I'm going to read to you one more and we'll go back to video because I think it's important you have a bit of a baseline, when watching her. So this one here is, it's been a while. So this was Friday, February 26, 2010. I know I've been gone since January 11th, but I have a good excuse. It's February and I have been in the hospital twice. I guess I haven't been able to use my skills from DBT very well. Mindfulness and other skills I will discuss later. My problem now is depression. I have been deep down in it and trying to fight it this past month. The weather doesn't help. A seasonal thing, and I have been confined to my 4 walls for so long I can't stand it anymore. She goes on to say, you saw a better me when I was taking belly dancing lessons and when I talked about my red tent. Now, she speaks about the red tent very often. I'm not sure what the red tent is, but it's somewhere she goes to self-soothe, from what I understand. But this month, I let all that go. I hibernated and didn't sign up for any classes or write here or visit my red tent. Then I went to visit my mother and the Wicked Witch reared her head once more. And as you can see, she put the Wicked Witch here. Now, I'm not sure if she's referring to her mom or herself. I personally believe she's speaking of herself, but I could be wrong. I guess it's all up to the interpreter. Then she goes on to say, first, let me talk about my hospitalizations. Since my major problem was depression, I was given an antidepressant, which they are very careful about for someone who is bipolar. They also gave me something for the visions I was having of that same man. Did I talk about him? Who shows himself sometimes. Now, this here, this is where I draw the line, okay, with the abilities, okay? These are not abilities, people. These are visions she's having and hallucinations. Ryan is passing off his wife as a psychic, and she is having very severe issues. So it's important our community knows that, and that this no longer goes on in the name of Summer.
Like these are hallucinations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Mhm.
I mean, this is serious. Again, I am not making fun of this lady.
No.
I take that very seriously. But to come here and say that you're a psychic, that you have any gift or ability, and then to find this where it says that she's having visions of a man, right?
I mean, she said that they're giving her something for the visions.
Yeah.
But now, like, so for me, I guess the interesting part about it is she would take something for the visions before.
Mhm.
Now she's paying Donna Serafina to help clarify those visions, right? I mean, it's sort of kind of generically what we're dealing with here. So, in some of the in another blog, she talks about she's got even identifying what medicine she's taking here, and then here talking about taking a holistic approach, and then talking about what some of the side effects of these medicines are doing to her. And I hate to see it, but the issue is that you get the very real sense that that these visions, these feelings, these visions, they're trying to control with medicine. And
now they're trying to pass it off as, being psychic.
Right.
Mhm.
Now, and I was saying this in the story to you earlier, it was like only on YouTube can someone have hallucinations that if chronic or off medicine, now we'll just go to the internet where people will enable this behavior. It's sad.
Yeah, Kiko says a man that shows himself sometimes doesn't sound good. Y'all, help is needed. I do believe that, this woman wrote these, they're hers, I think that he may be trying to help her cope, right?
Absolutely.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I'm not downing at all that he's getting her out and about and giving her a feeling of importance, that this is not the way. With Summer, it is not the way. And I will not stand by and watch that happen. It's already sickening to watch. Okay.
I mean, it's like, so for me,
Mhm.
like, for instance, she likes doing this. They like doing this.
They do.
So if it's something like it's shooting or any hobby, you want to be proficient. You want to be efficient while you do it, correct? So she keeps having all of these feelings, but there's not this disappointment when the feeling that she's having doesn't produce anything. There, you would expect there to be some some fine tuning going on. Like, okay, I'm having a feeling, but these feelings that I'm having on camera, they're not actually producing anything in the way of anything. So why don't I adjust my approach a little bit? Right? Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
You're not seeing that. Like, I assume that if I had the courage to do these things on camera and say I'm having these extraterrestrial feelings, that if you keep having these feelings but nothing is produced, you would at some point, you would think, have a level of disappointment, like, okay, well, maybe I'm not actually having feelings. Maybe this is indigestion, or this is anxiety from being on camera, like any number of things it could actually be. But to pass it off as anything other than, listen, before even reading this, you're like, these seem like hallucinations. Like this woman is hallucinating these things. Like, you know what I mean? And I want to be very careful because I don't want to come off as I'm poking fun during this portion because it is serious.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
when we're showcasing a woman who in her very public life, there's no comments. No one's interacting with these blogs. She wants the world to know.
Mhm.
This isn't a secret Bible that or a diary.
This is all public.
It's
Yeah.
all public.
Mhm.
So it goes from this to readjusting. So it's like the readjustment phase to this blog, the fine-tooth adjustment to that is coming to the internet and actually finding a community that will help you embellish these beliefs and these feelings.
Yeah. It's a kind of, listen, like I said, I put Summer first above anybody, including my own feelings here. It doesn't matter. Okay. I don't care what anybody thinks or what they say. People have some opinions about this. I expect that fully 100%. People are probably going to be really upset with me. That's fine. I don't care. I care about Summer though. And I'll be damned if I sit around watching somebody say that they have an ability to get messages from Summer to tell where she is and over here in the men's bathroom, over here at the distillery, here, there, and everywhere when they're hallucinations. I'm so sorry, but no.
Or potentially, you might even say that in the YouTube land of fanaticism that you may have, I don't know, but you could stretch your mind to think that you have someone that's so fanatical about Donna Serafina.
Yes, that's
right?
another. Yeah, that's another.
That they're projecting these things on film, on video for us to see, but really low key, just messages to get close to Donna Serafina.
True. Yeah, that's also another. That's another possibility because Donna Serafina, some people really do go real nutty for her, and I personally, myself, I can't stomach her.
She's a lizard.
I don't get into all of that because the things that she has said have happened to Summer are heartbreaking and absolutely, in my opinion, it is so inappropriate to speak for Summer or to do any kind of reading on her without her permission.
Absolutely. I think that there is a real code of ethics with everything in life, but even with sorcery, right? Even in devil worshiping, there's a code of ethics, right? There's rules you don't break in hell, right? So one of the things that I thought was very interesting from the Donna Serafina segment that we watched was a comment that you made. She keeps talking about all these terrible things that she's plagued with having to see because of her gift. However, she then bottles it all up. Looks like she's drinking scotch or whiskey while she does it. And she starts talking about how she so hopes that she's wrong.
Yeah.
She swears to everything reptilian that she swears she hopes that her visions are wrong. This is the thing. They haven't been right yet. It's not as if, Donna, if you see this, which I don't care if you do or you don't, it's not as if you hope that your visions are wrong. Your visions haven't proved to be right yet. I don't care about anything that you did on any other case because there are such things as the flea flicker fluke, right? Anybody can shoot a hockey puck through a door handle one time, right? So anything that they say you did for any other case, good on you. But you keep putting the wildest things on this little girl, swearing you hope that you're wrong when you haven't been right. What leads any of us to believe with the same level and parameters of assumption that you use for yourself? Why can't we see what you're seeing? I digress.
I believe that Donna absolutely does not hope that she's wrong.
No, she hopes she's right.
Yeah, she's been repeating these horrific scenes, okay, of Summer being tortured literally, and I'll leave it at that. Over and over, and people run around in
on a
chat,
public carousel at that.
yeah,
Like, come on,
repeating.
folks.
They run around repeating it in chats as though it happened. Like Donna said XYZ, and I won't even repeat it. I won't repeat it.
It sounds like something
It's
you'd
horrible.
see in California on an adult channel in your mind, right? Like that's what's in my mind. I'm thinking a carousel, people dressed up, like mirrors everywhere. Like, what is going on in your mind, Donna? For fuck's sake, lady. It's a public carousel you keep referring to. Where'd all the mirrors go? I digress.
It's truly upsetting. Like,
It pisses me off. I'm starting to turn pink.
yeah, I've been hot all day. Like, I literally have gotten hot flashes all day. I'm like disgusted to my core. It's sickening, fucking sickening. And I'm sick and tired of these fucking people coming out of the woodwork over and over. We see the craziest fucking people. And I'm so sorry, but like, how many lunatics are going to come crawling out of the internet talking about Summer? How about all the loonies just run back to your fucking, seriously, wherever
I didn't even
you
go
come
live
from.
while I was there like that.
God.
Right?
Huh?
Like these people just pull off on the side of the road where there's some water and say, this looks like a good place to get our feet wet, and pull the camera out. Like, she don't even want to get in the water. I get it. But it's like, man, hold on. It is an ethics to it all, right? Like you putting people, you trying to clip people out of videos coming out of bathrooms. Dick Dollar had an excellent comment. Like, you cannot take cameras and start videoing the inside of bathrooms and shit, bro. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Because she said that, the spirit was leading her to go to the bathroom. Like, this is absolutely.
But the spirit didn't tell her about the little old white-haired man coming out of the bathroom that they didn't clip out of the video.
Guess not. You shouldn't see that coming around the corner right there, 5 feet away. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, but she knows that. Listen, we're gonna keep going because this shit gets worse and worse and worse. I haven't even read all these blog posts. And for the person that came in here and said, I thought you advocate for victims, Summer is the victim. Don't come back to my chat ever under any other name either. Summer is the victim here in this situation. Get fucked, okay? Because I've had it with all of this bullshit. For real. You got people so happy to get up there and sit there. Go do your research, Ziggy. Justin, where's your researchers? Because I found this in one click. Why don't you know that this woman is having hallucinations and she's not psychic? I'm pissed.
Those people don't research. The people down there research for them.
Terrible researchers.
And now look, they didn't ran Jen in 423 Ryan. They didn't ran them away already.
423 Ryan. Yeah, well, it's a good time for them to mosey on up out the fuck out of here. I'd say. Because this is too much. Like, this is bad.
She's actually seeing shit.
Yeah. She's actually seeing things, you guys. This isn't an ability. This is not a psychic. This is not an intuition. This is nothing except
bipolar.
What you see here from her own admission. Okay. She's not psychic.
I mean, Donna Serafina's seen a man that looked like Darren off of Bewitched.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
Donna,
and everybody's constantly taking photos. Like, does that look like Darren? Does that look like Darren? Donna said the guy that took Summer looks like Darren from Bewitched. I'm like, how long this has been going on for? The TBI never put out a photo of Darren from Bewitched saying this is who we're looking for.
No, you're exactly right.
Stop with that shit. For real. Like, you do whatever you want. If people want to go to Donna's, go to Donna's. You want to hang out, I'm not going to ever judge you for being there. Whatever. Do what you want. But this new guy that just showed up on the scene, no one's questioning why out of nowhere, over 2 years after Summer's disappearance, this guy resurrects a channel that used to be called Ryan Hikes, something for Ryan Hikes for David. I don't know the whole story behind that. I guess
I do.
I'm not even going to get into that because I don't even know the story.
It was
and I
so that
don't-
he could go hike in video places that his terminally ill brother couldn't go.
Yes. Yeah.
It-
Who
it's-
knows if
It's
that's
a
even
beautiful
true?
sentiment. Don't get me wrong.
I
a
don't even
beautiful
know if I believe that. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's insane. And thank you. I just saw oh, hold on. Let me open this because not only and he's taking tips, okay? So and I have those
Yeah. Tips.
screenshots. This man is taking tips.
Money and tips. Good job, Private Ryan.
And they can cry me a river right now with their bullshit. Okay. Maybe they should have been honest about what all's going on here. See, what are they going to do? Say this is not true? Are they going to say that we're crazy? No, ma'am. So damage control all you want. I don't care. Like, this is what it is. People can take it or leave it. And I also have no problem if people here want to go over there and support whatever. That's fine. You do what you want to. I'm just doing what I feel needs to be done and said and keeping it moving. I'm not trying to attack these people. I'm making sure that when we find something like this, we bring it to you guys. So you're not sitting there like a sheep in the chat believing this bullshit. You can cry, post up in front of the camera looking like you're sad and shit. I don't care. I care about Summer. That's it. There's one person that I care about. It's not them. I'm sorry. If that bothers people, this is not the channel for you. It's just not. And it never will be. So you really, I don't think I've ever misrepresented. I don't give a shit about other people's feelings. If it has to do with Summer, she comes first. I don't care.
I mean, you also, to me, like, if I were to look at it with a conspiratorial eye, just one, because I'd never give this two, but give it one conspiratorial eye. It's called those shiny red shoes. And immediately when I heard that, I knew exactly what it was. Now you've got the witch.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we talking about here? Are we talking about Dorothy?
Yeah. It's all about the Wizard of Oz, follow the yellow brick road. And
it's the little lost white girl from middle America. Yeah. Dorothy got lost in a tornado, folks.
Kansas.
And went to a wild off place where dragons were looking for hearts and I don't know, oil men were looking for all that shit. Hey, people, like, this is what it is, man. Like, this woman is lost, unfortunately, but she's trying to find herself. I can dig it. But what we have here is it's so clear to me, in my opinion, we have someone that may have an issue controlling hallucinations, who now is here with other people who also clearly have an issue, like Donna Serafina controlling her hallucinations. She keeps seeing things and she is plagued with the worst visions of sexual torture and all these other things from kids everywhere and people all over the world. And the outlet is the internet, huh?
YouTube.
Yep. The outlet is YouTube. It's the cure. Now, fuck that.
This man saw an opportunity with Summer. If you don't believe me, just
if I came here telling folks I was having hallucinations,
yeah,
they already telling me I have hallucinations and every other God-forsaken thing. They're going to tell you do that anyways. But then the people who actually have it, oh, come on. No. You got to save them.
Yeah, and definitely, after this, you're going to see a slew of people like, I'm so sorry, Tiffany and Benny are horrible. No, we're about the only people left around here sitting here and telling you the truth anymore. So take it or leave it. I don't really know what we're supposed to do. There's very few and far between creators left around here that are going to really tell you the way it is without wanting to kiss someone's ass because they need money or they want a handout or they want to fit in.
What does
I'm
this
over
mean?
it.
which they are very careful about for someone who is bipolar. No, they're not. They're going to try to hurry up and give you some medicine and get you right. They are not careful about giving out medicine. Man, come on, man.
Who said that?
Right here at the
What is it?
the third paragraph, first line towards the end, I was given an antidepressant, which they are very careful about for someone who is bipolar. I have bipolar. They didn't try to put me on every single medicine under the sun, damn near. They are not careful about it in that sense. It's a real rush to try to get you on things to get your mood elevated. Right? They don't. Bipolar is a huge market in the antidepressant market. Man, this is some weird shit, man.
It's terrible. All right, and we'll keep reading because this is really happening, and you can't walk this back. It is what it is. You can't lie on Summer. Not here. I'll ride your ass.
Crazy.
Don't believe me? Watch.
This is actually crazy.
It is crazy.
He's staying home from work.
He's staying home to keep an eye on her. Yep. So
that sucks.
And you know what? It stressed me out. It's a terrible situation, but I'm here for Summer, not for Jen, not for Ryan. I'm here for Summer.
We're not here. The lady is not even here. She's here having feelings Donna Serafina had.
Yeah.
She's not even having original feelings. She being pulled by shit Donna Serafina said 30 months ago.
They're literally traveling to every location Donna has ever spoken about. And this woman is telling you, hold on, because we're going to go right back over there and you're going to see more of them. We're going to show you. And after reading this, even just this one post, I could probably leave it just at this one post right here. And you guys have the link. You can read through all of these. I don't want to put this woman's head on a chopping block, but I don't understand why he would come here and do this in the first place. If you're going to try to come here and fraud everybody, probably don't do that in the true crime community. Just don't do that. Like, when are people going to learn? I don't get it. So
learn. They're going to get an education tonight.
Oh, I think they already have. We could probably leave it right here and everyone knows what's up. Like, this is very cut and dry. There is no mistaking anything here that's going on. So I'm going to read this one more time for you guys. They also gave me something for the visions I was having of that same man. Did I talk about him? Who shows himself sometimes. I'm back home now, and it's my plan to keep up with this blog more. Is daily too ambitious? I decided to write here today because I had to visit Crisis yesterday. Okay, so she had to visit Crisis. She calls it group and Crisis. So she visited Crisis, which is, I don't know what visiting Crisis means. I would imagine it's maybe a group or a center that you'd go to when you're feeling very much in crisis without, spelling it out for everybody. Group and Crisis, she calls it. So she had to visit Crisis yesterday with more feelings of deep depression. My husband stayed home today to keep an eye on me. She puts in air quotes. I've decided I don't want to die. It would be too much for my family. I just want to be able to live this life without so much pain, which is heartbreaking. The last sentence. She's in pain. I don't
want anybody to be in pain.
No. I have tremendous pain from time to time. It's terrible being in pain. I suffer from severe headaches. It's terrible. I would never wish pain on anybody. Okay. I've been depressed in my life. I would never wish anyone to be depressed. These are the things, like, we're all human. We all have feelings. I have feelings. I'm very sorry for what she's going through. However,
what you have to remember is that there is very real family, parents, community that love this little girl, even though they may not know her, or maybe they do know her. But now we got people up here that's feeling pulls in their tummy to go to men's bathrooms in the same little place, in the same little town in the same little train depot that Donna Serafina can have these visions from across the country. Like, folks, we got to do better than this.
We sure do.
We have to do better than, listen, if you cannot fix your mind to make the details work, you need to back up, log off, or you need to start from the beginning, because a whole bunch of people are going to tell you right now, people that look like Andrew Hiltz, going to say how unproductive it is to go to the beginning and rehash the same things over. What the hell do you think the police do? They're going to go back. They're going to take a different angle. They're going to do some different things. It's the people that come here and rely on sorcery and people like Andrew Hiltz and the rest of them, Ziggy, and people that don't even have a coping mechanism toolbox. So they're going to come on the internet. They can't pay their bills. They can't do X, Y, Z. They can't take their medicine. They're going to come here so you can remind them to do it, or so what? You can fucking do it for them. That's what they're going to come here and do. They're going to come here and neglect their fucking bills, and they're going to have you pay them because you feel sorry for them. Come on now. This is some bullshit.
Sarisa, which Darren? The first one. The original Darren Stevens.
Shit is crazy.
So let's pull up the video.
D presents. Isn't that
D presents, yeah. There's D. She's back around.
That's the one lady, right?
Yeah, that's Bushcraft D.
Yeah, the outdoors lady.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I like her videos.
Yep, she's been here since day one for Summer Benny.
Yeah,
D has been around forever.
And she knows how to take a deer straight from the woods to your kitchen table.
She could survive in the wilderness probably for months. I think D could make it out there. Like, she is badass.
Yeah, you don't want to play with D. She ain't the one.
Oh, and she'll cut a bitch for Summer.
Oh yeah. Whistle down. You're exactly right. It's playing with people's wallets and hearts. They'll play with, listen, and this is what they'll do. They'll mess around and pay until they get their feelings hurt, right? Just like what you're saying. They're going to pay. And then as soon as they get their feelings hurt, guess what? Then they're going to be doing this same thing right here. Well, you could just do this and avoid getting your feelings hurt. Because, man, listen, if you're any one of the 100,000 people that have watched them videos in the past month, man, you being led astray. I promise you being led astray. Facts.
I'm going to put this up too. Speaking of tips, Jen Bowie's mom, here you go. This is Ryan telling everyone, we also won't be watching any other channels, and we'll just focus on our research and searches. And of course, taking all input, tips, and research that any of you, our subscribers, viewers only, want to help with. Now, before you say, because I was like, well, maybe that means tips for their channel. Well, no, because here we have, hold on, here's the next one.
One of the very first rules in OSYNC, which is Trace Labs, is open source intelligence, which is gathering intelligence from open sources like social medias, and then creating care packages, if it's applicable, for law enforcement and forwarding these over. The first thing you don't do is take tips. Take money, I guess, if you have to pick, but do not take tips.
Never.
Do not find yourself like 423 Ryan here taking tips, people. Do not.
No, creators don't take tips.
It's funneling. Okay? Yes.
1-800-TBI-FIND. It has not changed. It's been over 2 years. Why is this man taking tips? People, stand up for Summer, please.
Why
are people allowing this shit?
They said no independent searches.
Look.
This is you want this man? You want this man touching evidence? Fuck no, you don't want this man touching evidence. And he's here for it.
He's looking for it.
Like you keep saying, he's here putting his little camera on strings and shit. He's here to find little crumpled bodies in dumpsters and pipes and shit and put them on the internet. That's what he's here for.
Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. And if he found anything, rest assured, that's getting out to the public.
He's going to
preserve the integrity of a missing child and her dignity. Think again.
Bitter pill to swallow. Why do people like you keep saying? Why are you making Tiffany the gatekeeper? She does not think she's the
Gatekeeper.
gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper. Do you know how many people are going to push back against me on this? Push, bitch. Get the fuck out of my chat.
I mean,
I'm not here for you. I'm here for Summer.
Who made you the spokesperson for people who think she's the gatekeeper looking ass?
That's what they think of me. So
What
go
in
ahead.
the fuck, man? They done made you a deity just like Summer. You listen, I'll walk
No
behind
worries.
you just to remind you that you're only human.
I'm only a little old person.
Look,
Okay.
you're only human.
In
Tiffany.
New England, sitting
only
here in
human.
my apartment. Okay.
You're
I'm a
only human.
nobody. I am a nobody bitter pill to swallow. So swallow that.
You are
okay?
not Archimedes. You
Oh
are
my
not
God.
Nostradamus.
I'm the gatekeeper. No,
You're
I'm
the
actually
gatekeeper.
not. I'm one of the most hated people in this community.
There
Have
you go, Lori.
forgotten?
Not even wearing gloves. The man doesn't even bring the
Unbelievable.
correct lights to look in dark places. Do you think he has an evidence collection kit in his fanny pack? Fuck no. Come on now, people.
Oh, thank you so much, Yanni. Gifted a membership
Ms. Yanni.
to Linda Luhu and to, hold on, who was it up here? Deborah Robinson. So thank you so much, Yanni, for gifting those.
Thank you, Miss Yanni.
Yanni, that was really sweet.
Hope you feel better, Miss Stacy. It's all right there in front of you. Listen, you're not trying to sway nobody. If you like Ryan, then guess
Okay.
what, man? You
Do what
like
you want.
Ryan.
But
Like
the people, and Benny is 110% on point when he says, if you want to like Ryan. But those of us that don't appreciate finding out that this woman is actually, first of all, I'm just going to say how I feel. I don't like people talking about Summer and saying where she is, okay, when they don't know. I don't like the psychic thing with Summer. I personally have asked, even Ziggy, do not do readings on me. Okay, you don't have my permission to do a psychic reading. She did a reading on Benny and myself. I thought that was disgusting. Don't ever do a psychic reading on me. You don't have my
Pay your
permission.
bills. Don't worry about me.
So then you think I'm going to feel any different about doing psychic readings on Summer? Now, put that aside. This woman is not psychic. She's hallucinating.
Correct.
Okay.
Out of her own mouth. She puts antidepressants in the same sentence with these visions.
Yeah.
They're giving her pills for hallucinations. Now, I don't know. That's like trying to use what do they call it? A speed radar. That's like a cop using a speed radar that's never been calibrated, right? Or it's just picking up anything. You have no baseline on where is like what have you predicted in the like show us a track record of predictions and do something, but this ain't it. This is not it.
Yeah. And this is did I read this? I don't even remember if I did. I don't think I did.
Be offering readings for money here soon.
Oh, absolutely. I have no doubt that's probably what's next. Benny, I didn't even think of that. You are absolutely right. They're going to be probably doing readings for money.
Yeah.
And it's all money grab, right? So he writes, nope,
Absolutely.
just information researchers have already dug up through the years. And we're definitely seeking ideas from viewers of places they think are relevant. And of course, access to private property via locals and owners. We refer all evidence related tips to TBI. No, sir. Stop taking any tips. You should have no evidence.
Fucking A, dude. Stop taking tips, bro. Stop. Just because you have a, what do they call that thing? A camel bag where you carry water in the field. That don't make you the police, bro.
Can't do
Stop
that.
taking tips. Don't be a dumbass here, Ryan. Stop taking fucking tips, bro. I don't even believe you guys look qualified to the generic population in the community where you look like you're a viable place to dump tips even. Like, and I'm just saying, like, you guys are a little bit ill-equipped. You don't remind me of being real roughnecks. We're not going to see you climbing up there where Cam and them have climbed up there and seen spare tires and tents and motorcycles. And we're not going to even see that out of you. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this before, but not just like this. This is different. There's some real genuine reasons to be concerned when you're talking about psychic ability and hallucinations. You're trying to separate the two. Where does one start and the other end? Right?
I guess wherever they end up finding Summer, right?
What it's gonna be a gang of these people who refuse to be wrong so badly that they'll do what? As soon as they find something, they're gonna run there and say, "Oh, look, I said this way back then," and it won't be nothing. They wouldn't have ever said anything like that. Right? It's wild. This is wild.
It is wild. I'm sickened by it. Truly sickened to my stomach. All right. Now, check this out. So you're gonna press play on it. Where is the one? Oh no, this is the one. Wait till you see this, you guys. We're gonna press a little play on this.
Is this the pipe one?
It is. Benny,
Yeah,
will you do me the biggest favor so I can have a cigarette because I feel like I'm gonna explode?
What
Will
do you
you screen share this
mean?
so I can smoke real quick? Or do you have your computer?
Yeah, I'm on my computer.
All right, hold on a sec. I'm gonna shoot you the link so that you can
That's the
screen share it.
altitude. The altitude.
Send it to altitude.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one sec. So here, I'm gonna send this link to you. It'll only take me like, 2 minutes. I smoke quick and it's freezing out. So I don't stay out there long at all. But you guys, you have to know this. And like we were saying before, you don't have to, you don't have to do or not do anything just so that people know what's going on, because believe it or not, there are people here that do think for themselves and they don't appreciate this shit. They don't appreciate it. And they actually do put Summer first above all else. And they don't accept this kind of behavior,
It's
simply put. Let me grab this and send don't you think people have a right to know that this is happening? Like, don't you think, should we have kept this from everybody and let everybody believe that, Jen is a psychic? And no, of course not.
No.
Here you go, Benny. Let me know if you got it.
Let's see.
Fitz, well, that didn't take long. He jumped and hop skip right to it.
What happened?
They're talking about you now. Let them talk. I hope he does, because everyone needs to see.
Who's talking about you?
423 Ryan and the non-psychic. So
They're talking about you right now?
Tell him to stop exploiting his wife's mental illness and using it to pass it off as psychic abilities.
They're talking about you right now?
Summer Wells. Yes.
On a live
I don't
stream?
care. Yeah, I don't care. That's fine. Let
I
them.
thought they weren't going to be concerned with none of that.
Yeah, they weren't going to do any of that drama. This is what I'm concerned about right here. The shiny red shoes. Summer wore shiny red shoes.
Sure did at church.
I'm not saying that has anything to do with that, but it's kind of really bothering me. I'm going to drop this again.
I don't know why the
Everybody
link is
read
not pulling
these.
up. It's
What is that?
pulling up. It's pulling up something of Jody's or something. I don't know what this link is.
It went to Altitude Films. That's something in Jody's.
Yeah.
The search for Summer Wells, Jonesboro
It's not
Gazebo.
pulling up, like it doesn't.
It's the
pulling up.
first thing on his channel. If you go straight to his channel, it's the first thing
I don't
on
even.
there.
What's the name of his channel?
Ryan Finds Truth. It's the gazebo one. Jonesboro Gazebo and the Tree of Life, the playground. It's where she found the heart hanging on the tree,
Ryan, bro, go cry to somebody else, homie.
Cry me a fucking river. Ask me if I give a flying fuck. I don't. Cry for the next year. I'm not going to tell. Listen, I've been here since day one, Ryan. Hour one. You aren't coming in here to pull the wool over anybody's fucking eyes.
Especially with
Not
no
while I'm
fucking
around.
hallucinations, homie.
Try
Nah,
again.
we're not doing that. Where were we at here? We were somewhere right in here.
Right at 440.
440.
Yep. You actually got the right in that spot on the tunnel.
Mhm.
There you go. All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
Thank you, Benny.
You're welcome. Hey, bro, you up in the rafters, homie.
Yeah,
You in
these
the attic,
they're
Jack.
pretty long. Pile of leaves.
I don't know. I'm like Dick Dollar's comment is really resonating with me right now. It's just like, bro, what do you think you're gonna find on the ground after 30 months? Like, this is all very you know, and a lot of people, you know, are probably gonna have their own opinion. Let's say one thing or the other. However, there is zero jealousy. Man, find the little girl. If you can find her, bro. But you're gonna have to stop looking in these places like this. Like, this is, you're gonna have to stop looking in Donna Serafina places. Jack, that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to go somewhere completely un-Serafina related in order to get any sort of anything.
Leaves.
It's just great. It's optically, it's cool, right? Optically, it's a good thing.
Nothing.
So right there, like with the nothing, we keep having these feelings that draw us places. You know, imagine you go into Wally World and you just preoccupied on your way in, and you got your phone out and you're talking to somebody, you're texting, you're YouTubing, Facebook, and whatever the hell it is your flavor. And you go in the store, you're in there for about an hour, and you come out, and the whole parking lot has exploded, right? You're not really sure where you left your car at. Each time you walk somewhere, oh, I think it's over here. You get over there because you feel a feeling it's over there. But then when you get there, you're disappointed. You're going to voice some of that disappointment. Like, oh, man, damn. Why do I keep getting pulled to places where there's nothing? Why? When do you check the instrument panel and say, listen, I keep getting pulled extraterrestrially to places where there's nothing? And there's a camera log of all of this nothingness. When does that stop? I don't think it does.
I just feel like it's not going to be in the bushy area.
Then why the hell y'all keep looking in bushy areas? When the hell does Ryan say, man, hold on, we done been on 87 goose chases now. We didn't had a whole we got a whole compilation of, well, I have a feeling, and there's nothing. I've seen little kids guess what's in Christmas boxes based upon the shape of the box. With more validity than this. This is just a turn the camera on. What do you feel? Well, it's always in her abdominal region.
That is someplace.
Like where we've been, like bushy areas, I feel like it means we're wasting on time. Not just
How can we be lower? How can we even be considered low for just bringing awareness to hallucinations? And someone who is trying to fuel these hallucinations as validity and clarity in Summerwell's case. We're the low ones for just rereading what you put out there for the whole world to see.
just because I don't like walking through them.
So someplace
I
that's out in the open but hidden.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just like Dr. Phil telling Candace what? Well, I'm pretty sure you might know something you don't even know you know, looking ass. Man, come on.
you know, or somebody's house or something like that.
But not a bushy area at all. There's not going to be no bushes around. So we're going to have to find a first motherfucking place that don't got no bushes in all of East Tennessee. And she's going to be right there. I would be stumped.
Not necessarily.
Oh, Jen later told me that she was feeling like the location will have a structure, like an old house, abandoned cabin, etc. How about we just lean on the etc.? How about that? Holy shit. Oh, man. Damn.
Necessarily a place that's out in the open.
Check the tracks.
So this is private property. You can't walk the tracks. Violators will be prosecuted.
No, they'll be electrocuted. Maybe not those tracks, but
There's the bathroom building. There's Tennessee Hills.
now this is enter in wooden cabinet. Why is her daughter in your chat? Hold on 1 second. Man, this is wild. No. You're Kayla. Your mom did that. She even talked about the dime in your nose, sweetie. We don't. No, this ain't. We didn't make none of this up. What are you talking about, madam? What does your behavior constitute right now, Miss Kayla? What is we supposed to just let your mom run around having hallucinations in her personal life, but then bring it here public for everyone to believe that she's having visions and feelings about where a little girl that's been missing for 30 months is? But you following around a fucking psychic that thinks she's a reptile, Kayla. Your mother believes that a psychic online who thinks she's a reptile. Come on. No. We're not doing too much of this. We ain't gonna do too much of this. Nah, hell no.
And the tracks.
Wait a minute. You mean to believe me, you over here defending your mother against a woman who thinks she's a reptile? Let me get this clear, because it ain't too clear.
So
Hold on now.
Thank you, Benny, for reading that. Can I just address Kayla? I don't know if she's still here. Kayla, I know that you are who you are because I did a lot of research on your mom today, and just probably, I don't know how long, Benny, maybe an hour or two. And he's right about the dime. Your mom said one of you girls had she thought you stuck a penny in your nose, but it was really a dime. This is all on the blog.
I can't even get a dime in my nose.
This is all on the blog. The blog is right here. I don't know if you've ever seen your mom's blog, but it's public to the world. It's right here in my chat. We're here for Summer. We're not here for your mom, with all due respect, Kayla. And I'm a mom, okay?
Why don't you tell your mom that this sort of sorcerer could land her straight in hell, not jail, hell? Right? What you're doing is enabling someone who's having hallucinations. Come on now.
Okay.
How can you tell the difference if these are real or fake? Oh, look at this. This is all for the kids. Look.
Yeah, right. I don't know what you do know or you don't know. You do know or you don't know what your mom is doing. I've lived with her my whole life and went through everything that has happened. Okay, so good. So you're verifying. Thank you so much that you're verifying this information that is factual here that we've put. We've placed this here for all of you to see, right? And you know now Kayla's here to verify that it's all true and factual. What's this?
This is the fire department. They're having a party for the kids.
Oh, here.
See, there's Santa Claus.
Okay, hold on. We'll put it on full screen. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Santa Claus. Hey.
How cute.
Yeah, that's the old fire truck.
Aw. All right.
All right.
So, Kayla, I understand that you don't care what they're doing, since you don't care about what your mom. Okay, so your mom and her boyfriend or her husband, whoever, you don't care what they're doing, so you must not care about Summer, right? You don't care what they're doing.
About this part though.
Okay.
Come on, man.
It's just not right for you to exploit it. Well, it's not right for
Madam,
anyone
you actually
to
know what
exploit.
exploiting is.
No one's
Your mother
exploiting.
has hallucinations, and she's now claiming she's having visions and feelings about where a missing little girl is. Okay, it wouldn't matter if this was a case that I had spent 30 months in or 30 minutes in. It's not cool. It's not cool what they're doing at all, Miss Kayla.
This is probably you should go over to your mom's channel because no one's exploiting your mom. Okay. We're here to end the exploitation of Summer. And at this point, your mom is exploiting her with fake psychic abilities. Okay. So you may not care about Summer, but we do. We here do. There's 478 people here that care about Summer. Well, 477 because you just stated you don't care.
She's pretty new to this. You're gonna have to probably just ease back and just observe a little bit, Kayla.
And this girl is grown. She's a grown adult, so
Oh,
everybody knows she's grown. Yeah, she's not a child. She's grown adult.
What does your mother's hallucinations have to do with Summer?
Everything apparently. She's
She says
using
right
them
here at
as
18.
she's using them as gifts, ma'am, and she's saying that I'm sorry. You need to go
She's
do.
following all of the locations
I'ma remove
that a
her.
psychic who claims she's a reptile is telling her to go to, madam.
She's
Kayla?
not. She's
A
not.
reptile that walks on two legs, that uses the internet, that your mom follows. That's where she's going. All those same places the reptile tells her.
Yeah, we're all done with Kayla. She's not running my chat, and we're going to continue on. Sorry, but yeah, I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about your mom's feelings. I don't care about Ryan's feelings. I care about Summer's. And Summer doesn't get to have a say here, right? Does she? Summer doesn't get to speak here.
Only
Summer
Kayla.
doesn't get to say, I don't appreciate this and I don't consent to this. Right, Kayla? Did your mom do this to you too?
You
I'm
know,
sorry for
sorcery
that.
and all this psychic
doing it to
is
Summer.
against the Lord's word, Kayla. You know that, right?
This is disgusting.
You need to witness to your mama. That's what you need to do. Don't come over here telling us that what she's doing is right because it's against the word of the Bible in Jesus Christ. This is sorcery. It's what you go to hell for. Straight up.
She had her last word. That's all I know. And she can cry me a fucking river. I don't care. And her mom should be honest with her.
It's
about what she
against
said.
God. Like, this is sorcery, Kayla. Look it up in the Bible. What your mom is doing is called sorcery.
Probably
And it is
doesn't
the
have
sort
Bible.
of thing that you will burn in hell for. I don't make the rules, Kayla. Just like the verses in the excerpts that have to do with homosexuality. I don't make them. But it says if you engage in that, you go into hell. I don't make the rules, Miss Kayla. That's it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we're gonna rely on the devil's works to find a little girl. That's what we're gonna do around here, Kayla. We're gonna rely on the devil, the arts of the devil, to find her. Girl, you better go on with that. Take that shit somewhere else.
They're also taking tips for Summer.
And tips.
Never in my existence here has it been acceptable for anyone to take tips outside of law enforcement. So, yeah, no.
Those go to tips to TBI at tn.gov, not to 423 Ryan. That's not where tips go, folks.
Sure isn't.
In the chat right now is where the tips go to. They don't go to Ryan and Jen because they got feelings in their tummies and shit. They go to tips to TBI at tn.gov or 1-800-TBI-FIND. That's where they go.
Thank you, Benny, for putting that in the chat.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Cheryl O has some great advice for Kayla. Protect your mom. Get her off YouTube. Yeah, someone should protect her mom because Ryan surely is not. He's telling her that these hallucinations are psychic abilities and asking her what she feels in every spot she steps into.
Playing on them.
Get real and get a fucking clue. I'm pissed, quite frankly. And I've had enough of all of this bullshit. Okay. You don't come into a missing child's case at to over 2, it's almost been 1,000 days she's been missing. I'm sorry. Where did they come dropping out of the clear blue sky? No, they've been sitting over in Donna Serafina's group for the last God only knows how long.
Paying her to stroke their feathers and tell them, yes, no, you're definitely seeing shit that's not there. You don't need Donna Serafina to see shit that ain't there. Clearly, nobody does.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I say that with the warmest regards, but this is fucking sorcery. You cannot say you believe in God and flipping tarot cards and following feelings in your tummy for little missing kids. That's them two things don't go together. You're not going to take some tarot cards in the house of the Lord. That's not what you're not going to do that. Quit this.
Thank you, Cushy. Children are supposed to be protected too. The Bible says so. People have such a hard time doing that around here, protecting children. And I wonder why all the time we're supposed to
Thank
be
you, ma'am.
here to do that. Anyhow, Kayla's all gone. I blocked her. She can go back over there to her mom's channel where all that's hunky-dory and shit.
And let me tell you what, they done named certain groups and genres of people they do not want tips from at the TBI.
That's right.
Those are card readers and psychics specifically. So what is he going to do? Is he going to lie to the TBI and say, no, my wife is not a psychic online that's Donna Serafina Jr.? We getting these tips organically through the community that y'all missed. Is that what we doing here too? I don't think that's what we're doing here, because you specifically the people they don't want tips from, Ryan and Jen. It's people like y'all, unfortunately, who has made it to where the general public, even if they have something viable, is going to, in a high probability, be disregarded. As soon as you say, well, I got this tip from YouTube. Let me call in a tip right now from Ryan's channel saying his wife is a psychic, and they're not going to laugh at me to my face, but they're not going to do nothing. They're going to do less than nothing if they say a psychic from YouTube. Quit this shit.
Day Tripper, it's as easy as this. I'm going to give it straight to you, okay? Here you go.
Thank you, Linda.
I'm going to make it really easy for everybody to do their homework, and I'm going to break them right into YouTube, okay? This is how we're going to do this. Play stupid games, get stupid fucking prizes. I'm not playing games with these people. I'm so sorry, but I'm just not.
Yeah, Chrissy. Yeah, I did happen to see that. Absolutely. Paid
Okay.
infiltrators.
Jennifer Garish Dubé, whatever. Dube. I don't know how to even say that last name. And then we have Ryan Dube, whatever their names are. Okay.
We all public figures now.
Maine. They came from Maine. Well, Jennifer says she comes from Jonesboro, Tennessee. Ryan comes from Canada, then Maine, Indiana, Massachusetts. Where else? Connecticut. They've lived in, hey, listen, stay out of my neck of the woods. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like these types of people. All right. Definitely not around me.
Yeah, I don't fuck with psychics. I do not fuck with psychics.
Using missing children in this manner. No. So these are their names. Plug them in. You're going to find a slew of very strange information. I am nowhere near done. On Ryan is quite a character. Now, I plan on looking no further into Jen. I think we know all we need to know. But
that's cushy.
Everybody needs to be aware of who these people are. Okay? Their names are right here. And I have no problem putting them there. They're right here. Okay? All right. Onward. Let's keep it pushing.
And you know, one of the things that I haven't seen in any of these blogs that we've been going over is anything spiritual. We're not reaching out to God.
I've not heard a single time.
We're not going to immerse ourselves into church. Mm-hmm. We're not going to try to find a group of people that isn't like the other folks. Let me tell you what, Miss Jen, it's a reason why the ideal of a higher power is used for the most broken and desolate people in existence. And those are going to be alcoholics and addicts. If you can get a bunch of disillusioned people that'll put a substance in their body to figment their reality from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep, every moving mechanism in their life has to do with securing funds to take care of this issue, right? If they can use the ideal of a higher power, a higher deity than thyself, then it'll work for you too. But I'm not seeing none of this anywhere. None of this stuff has nothing to do with no Jesus is Lord. We're going to serve the Lord in this house.
They've not asked for any help from God. And that is something that I take very great note of. And Benny also just told you he's not heard it once. He's
No.
not heard them ask for anyone from the light.
Not
He's
even
not heard
foxhole
for
prayers like, God, please come and
anything.
save me this day.
No. Yeah.
Nothing spiritual. Not no Buddha, not no Allah, nothing. They're trying to completely take care of this issue without the help of a spiritual guide, a spiritual guidance. Come on, man. Even rap has a spiritual guider.
Benny, did they go in the tunnel yet?
No, not yet. I'm sorry. Let me play.
No, I just didn't know if it already went
No, it's coming up.
through that
It's right
part.
there. This is all in the same spot. You know what I mean?
When we looking in tunnels where cameras are at. There's cameras all through this Jones. Be sure of that. There's cameras all through a bunch of these places they've been to already. They're not telling you it's filled with cameras. Right? So how are they going to sneak a little girl in places they got many cameras? Many of these places got wildlife cams. They're watching wolves. They're watching for bears. Like a lot of these places are known wildlife areas they've been to. They have cameras all through them. Right? Like we're not thinking about that though.
Like the gazebo area, the tracks right there, Tennessee Hills Distillery right there. All
He's
the
been to the vehicle because he's got rid of the pack. Right? He had the pack with the camel straw on it and all that for water. All that's been put in the vehicle. You can see that.
this stuff is in one. There's the gazebo area right over there. This is all these markers she has is one place. I'd like to just walk up there. Down there. Tracks down there. Let's see how it is.
Transformative pause. So I guess one of my strongest issues with this is that they hear clout chasing on the word of Serafina. Like that's sort of my issue with it all, is that you pumping life back into this Serafina bullshit, and it deserves no breath. This deserves no breath, right? You're talking about the furtherance of sorcery. These people only got up this day to further the sorcery in the name of Summer Wells. That's inappropriate.
I'll be damned.
It's inappropriate as shit.
Not on my watch. Get the fuck out of here.
Sick of
it.
I want to say it can't be this way, but clearly it is. It is this way. You can see it right here. But it shouldn't be this way.
Why does anybody allow this shit? Why do people show up for it? Chasing Truth, why are you supporting this? I want to know. Why is Chasing Truth again supporting this bullshit? She's in the comments like, I think
people
that's
like
a great
Morbid in
idea,
there.
Ryan, no. Tracy, no. Do you care about Summer? Do you?
I guess maybe some people care so much, Tiffany, that they'll believe the word of sorcerers on YouTube as a last resort, right? When all the butterfly releases and all the bullshit don't do it, we're just gonna believe in some sorcerers at the end because they got a fucking GoPro and a 4-wheel drive Jeep. It's a sorcery, like ding 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 ding. Hold on, whoa. This is sorcery. You following around the word of a woman who thinks she's a reptile, telling this woman who sees things, unfortunately, due to her bipolarism, she sees things. She's definitely going to see what Donna tells her to see, I would imagine. And she's seeing and feeling these things, but there's nothing there behind the door. What about the crack in the ceiling? We're not going to call that in? We're not going to call in all these other things that are feelings? Of course not. Of course not. Go put some more cars online, Tracy.
You mind if we go?
Oh, this has to be it. Because it says dead on the sign. This has to be the way. Right?
See, what's nice is this lets us actually
How come you don't get a feeling from the sign?
legally go
Great.
along the tracks a little bit. Barrels.
Can I also ask why this man, sorry, Benny, to
No, go ahead.
interrupt, this
Sure.
man who is allegedly all kinds of things, like there's probably 150 titles he has, but he doesn't understand there's a third rail on a railroad, or why there would be a no enter sign, like stay away from the tracks, right? He doesn't know why.
Or he don't care.
Really?
One of the two.
He could not understand why there's no entry to the railroad tracks. That would be the third rail, Ryan.
He wants to be on the railroad tracks. You can see it.
So doesn't his wife. It's
Yeah, I
very
think he's-
bizarre.
Promise to train looking ass.
There's a gazebo. Gazebo, Tennessee Hills right there, gazebo right there.
We're about to find Chester Copperfield's treasure. Hey, you guys!
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's water.
Thanks for the
Oh, you
laugh.
guys found a pumpkin disposal spot.
It's another.
Sure is. It's underneath of another bridge. You got it.
Wait, let him know. Listen to what he says right there. He's
Oh.
like, Jen, it's another spot, just like the other. What do you feel here? You've got another moment, right? Where
Feel like I need the Tums. You got it in your fanny pack?
Another one of those types of spots, Jen. See, there's nothing under there.
Hell no, except somebody's whole fucking backyard and satellite dish. So moving forward, I do want to get to this thing up here. The one where it's right here. Yeah, right in
oh
here.
yeah, the tree. Let's
Yeah,
get
the
to
tree.
that.
If you don't know how to make chords,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
don't forget the ads. There's only 90 of
Chords are
them in an
already
8-minute
made for you.
video.
That's right.
God.
Kayla, the one thing is when they walk away from the truck, they're gonna dox their whole motherfucking license plate. Now,
Right. They're
that,
so smart.
typically you'd be safe doing that, but you got people like Fizzle here. Fizzle's probably already changing the fucking VIN number around to make it some kind of car she can sell in a cryptocurrency market or some shit. You got to be very careful though.
Such unexpected places, honestly.
And what's really strange is this unexpected like walk. Where the fuck did they go first? Because they left the vehicle. Now they're finna walk right past their own vehicle again and dox themselves. Like I don't get this
Yeah,
shit.
that's a really interesting. Benny, you didn't even notice that. You're so observant. I'm so irritated. I can't even think straight.
They're about to
tonight.
walk past the truck right now. Where are they
Yeah.
coming from? They
I have
parked,
no
walked
idea.
down this way, made a game plan, turned the camera on, and walk back this way. They're gonna walk past their
Well,
vehicle.
maybe they wanted to go to a different spot, but it didn't work out so well, and there wasn't enough there. You know, who knows? Maybe she didn't get a feeling in that spot. Who knows?
Must be.
Her stomach didn't hurt. Whatever it was.
Like, who would think a playground?
Donna Serafina. That's the only one that would think of playground. That's
Who
the
would think
only
of
one, homie.
playground? Yeah.
Yeah, when that shit sounds crazy, it's because your wife's homegirl thought that shit up, bro. So when it sounds crazy, it's coming from a reptile. It's like you taking tips from a bearded dragon right about now, homie. Yeah, you taking tips from a knoll, a gecko,
Do you think you could be picking up on?
a tope gecko looking ass. I swear, a Texas fence lizard. You taking tips from a fucking rat snake, homie? A ball python. Quit this shit.
The same like if it's a predator or something?
And I'm telling you, don't you never trust a man that wears a fucking leather necklace. Never, people. Never. He's probably got a fucking I don't even know what's on it. You know what they sell out of them gumball leather necklace machines? A little bit of everything.
Where they went.
Now, if he has a rubber ring on, a rubber wedding ring, it's a wrap. He's either a cop or I don't know what. I was gonna say some other shit, but
And maybe
Oh,
Donna's.
you mean
And maybe Donna's
huh? Oh, that was Darlene's boyfriend talking.
picking up in the same places,
that's possible?
like where they actually went.
There, he just doxes his whole fucking Jeep. Everything.
Yeah, county,
Model, color, fifth
everything.
wheel on back, Washington
Idiots.
County, everything, man. You got to be careful, homie. Damn.
To be a predator,
Yeah.
because this is little kids go here.
Unbelievable. That really
So what are you
bothered me. They don't know. First of all, I'm so sick and tired of people we don't know what happened to Summer, and it's like, yeah, a predator, little kids come here. Well, did someone say Summer was here? No,
Probably Donna did.
Donna did.
Yeah,
Right.
Donna. It's all
And
Donna.
you're going to hear how Summer is leaving signs for her all over this place.
It sounds twacky as shit.
Tightness under my ribs.
I told you it's the end of she got to poo.
Yeah, just tighten it under her ribs.
She's got to poo.
Listen, this is terrible because now that we know what's
She's having
actually
them on call,
going
too.
on, well, now that we know what's actually going on with her, it makes it even more horrible.
Creepy.
And he's going along with it. Like, what do you feel in this spot? He's exploiting this woman. And I've got her daughter in here saying, stop exploiting my mom. This man is doing that.
Yeah. Your new dad is doing that, Kayla.
Good Lord.
So what are you feeling?
Tightness under my ribs.
Tightness.
Unbelievable.
I do not like it here.
She doesn't like
She
it
doesn't
here.
like it at the playground. Yeah.
The
it
fuck
must
you
be-
cross the street from a trailer park, for fuck's sake. I wouldn't like it there neither.
Like here.
No, and which is sad because it's a park.
I see a culvert.
Now, because of what he said, because he said it's a park and that predators go there, she doesn't like it now. So are we seeing how he's fueling her bias even?
Absolutely.
It's not just her it's not just her hallucinations. He fuels the bias as well. Right there, folks.
Don't like it here.
No, and which is sad because it's a park.
Because of what you said, it's a park.
I see a culvert.
Now, this shit is real interesting. Let me give you the setup. They just broke away from the last scene saying there's a culvert. Right? Not a culvert. This ain't fancy. This is a culvert. So they break away from the culvert for him to come over here and stick his head in it. Watch this fool ass shit.
Coming.
As soon as he clears the leaves out, she's going to tell him to come here. They broke away to look in the culvert. Okay? She says, come. He says, coming. Like, coming, dear. I just cleared my way to crawl in this fucking culvert, but I'm going to come see what you guys shaking. Oh, man, come on now. Come on. I can't do it. Not too much more am I going to be able to do.
This one part is you don't hear her. All you hear is him saying, come in. And I'm
Coming.
laughing at that part all day because it's like he's yelling down the hole to nobody.
Like she yelled down the hole to him. What the fuck, man?
Coming.
Coming, dear.
It has trees on it.
It does. It sure does. It has some trees on it. Now, this was a sign. Tied up in yellow yarn, everything. She's going to call this a sign later on. This was a sign from Summer. Kayla, your mom says this is a sign from Summer. I think it's more plausible that the kids from the trailer park may have decorated the tree outside. I think that's probably more plausible.
Interesting. I feel like she's just been like leaving me little clues.
So that is leading her somewhere over here. She just got through telling you, though, about 4 or 5 minutes ago, wasn't going to be in somewhere with no bushes. No bushes.
Little riddles.
Yeah, these are riddles, folks.
Okay.
So
They really
done.
do quite a good job at that, pulling at the heartstrings of all of the people, though. I mean, and she speaks very childlike also. So it's like, look, it's a heart with trees on it. And like, I'm being for real, you know, that part was funny. I don't know why it cracks me up as much as it does, but listen, this is too much, you guys. And there are other videos, like this is not the only one.
they're all done, though, right? So to this point, Tiffany, we've had 14 minutes and 14 seconds worth of feelings, tugs,
Yeah.
tightness in our tummies and gastrointestinal situations, only to come up with nothing.
Too
At
much.
what point do you say, okay, I've missed 30 out of 33 points?
They
When am
missed
I
all-
going to adjust my shot a little bit so I can hit one? When are you going to adjust the shot? You got to adjust the game plan because you keep going in having these celestial feelings about where this little girl is, but you're not producing a thing. Nothing. I digress.
Okay.
Well, she's got a heart.
I just think like, okay, driving to Jonesboro, I saw a little tiny rainbow,
Yeah.
and
Oh
then
yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, the rainbow. That's a
The
sign.
rainbow. This is the heartstrings. They're tugging on your heartstrings here.
Has nothing to do with the fact that it was rainy and overcast and all of that stuff. It has to be from summer.
Come on.
Fair enough.
I see that little heart, and then the other day when we saw the kids painting of the sunshine, I just feel like she's sending me little clues,
Little clues.
leaving me little clues.
These are little clues.
Are they trying to get onto a documentary? Like what? Why does everyone have to have the music in the background and the, you know, like the very sad look of despair and
I mean,
all of
when your History Channel dreams don't work out, YouTube is it.
And he was on the History Channel. Yes, Benny, thank you for saying that. He's a jack of all trades, Wall Street Journal. He's also corresponding from other countries when he's right
Peru.
here in America, Peru, of all places. I
Peru.
just really have a lot of issues with this situation. Really, truly. Yeah. 100%.
Because I seem to find them.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for them.
So she can find all the clues, but just can't find what the clues lead to.
Yeah.
Do we understand this? She just said it out of her own mouth. She's finding all the clues, but just cannot find what they lead to. Fair enough. Why don't you turn these clues into the police then if they're clues?
Yeah, because they can't walk a heart hanging from a tree on a string to the TBI. I
Correct.
mean, maybe he'll take it home and take it in as his own tip or something. I don't know what this guy is actually trying to do. But I think this is really to get his wife out and about. And I think he needs to find, not a missing child to do that with. That's all. That's all.
Not at all. Yeah.
Listen, I have no problem with anything other than the fact they're doing this to Summer. That's my issue. Find something else to use that is not a person. Okay.
Yeah.
Try to keep away from exploiting the innocent missing children and lying to everybody about your wife being a psychic because she's hallucinating and possibly lying to her. I mean, this is the thing. If this woman here is having the hallucinations that she's having, that's terrible. But to say, Jen, those aren't hallucinations. You're psychic, honey. Like you're going to help find a missing child. She could very well be led to believe like this could be actually inflamed by his behavior here. Do you know what I'm saying?
I would agree. Like when, is there a safe word? What is this going to lead to? Because there's got to be a point where when they get home, they're like, okay, we're going to turn off the YouTube personas. Because literally if every time you got sucked into the real world, in a public world, and you had a feeling about where Summer Wells was at, boy, you would never be home. You would always, yeah. And that's the one thing, Peace. This is spitting in the face of searchers and police everywhere that've been a part of
Sure
it.
is.
Yeah.
I would agree. I can't imagine what law enforcement must think when they see this.
They're just like, oh my God, here goes another half cracked psychic, right?
Yeah. I can't imagine all the tips they're probably getting from, lunatics that are following this. God only knows.
Who are
what
calling
they're
lying. They have to lie because you can't force feed the TBI
No.
anything about psychics from YouTube. They will not listen to you. They will
They
not.
will not even take, at this point, I do not believe, I'm pretty sure they know everybody's voice.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe that they accept tips, even when, people believe they're far more serious than they've ever, believed anything was. I think when people are calling from YouTube, yeah, they're absolutely like, yep, okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Have a nice day. It's like really sad.
Yeah. And it goes into the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Because I seem to find them.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for them.
Clues find her when she's not looking, but when she goes looking for what the clues lead to, she can't find it. That's the bottom line, folks. The bottom line.
Yeah.
Now the issue is that there's sort of this feeling that pops up, I think, with most people when you see a scenario like this. Like it builds a hope. It builds a faith back up that maybe was gone, maybe is starting to dissolve. It does. I think.
Want to know?
If this sort of activity is done correctly, if it's done correctly, then you can do a lot with this sort of scenario. However, trying to actually combat the community that's accepted you because the fact that your wife has now been, I hate to use the word exposed, but that's what this is. Your wife is having feelings. It's already looks peculiar. When anytime a new psychic pops up knowing some stuff, it seems real peculiar. But now to find out that the lady actually has an issue with hallucinations, like visual hallucinations. So, what are we here to do? I don't want any of these little old ladies that's watching this shit to dump Johnny's college money on this shit, to come to find out that this person maybe has a hard time telling or distinguishing between what's real and what isn't real.
Well, we already know, and by her own admission, that she's in therapy for detaching from her own reality. All right. There you go. So she, in turn, I'm not sure how this has come to be, but is it possible that this woman's hallucinations, is he kind of pampering her with, oh, this is a psychic ability? Because if that's the case, we're going to keep that from everybody. You think I'm going to stumble across this woman's blog about having hallucinations for the last over 10 years? Well, 14 years at this point. And I'm not going to tell anybody, and Benny's not going to tell anybody that we found this and they're new on the spot telling you she's a psychic. Hell no.
That's like following a blind man into battle. I hate to say it that way, but you got to be very careful, right? You're going to let your heartstrings get tied into something that is not actually factually real, right? Like this is not, I hate to burst anyone's bubble. This lady's not actually a psychic, right?
No, she's got some, things going on that are disturbing her, disturbing her mental state. And I'm
She's
sure it's
passing
very
it off as a gift
difficult.
on the YouTube.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
now essentially she's being admonished. She just wants public attention. She wants to be validated publicly. She's putting all of her medical history online, all of the hallucination stuff, her medical diagnoses, what medication she's taking. It's all there for the public to read. But now they're passing that off not as a deficit, but as a gift that only other broken people on the internet will look at as classy and savvy, I guess. Did you mute?
Yes, I did. Sorry.
Nope. I digress.
No, I just truly don't. I don't care if people, oh, well, Deb, hold on a sec. I don't care if people search. Just know you don't have to make it a spectacle. And know if you find something to immediately call law enforcement so they can tape the scene off and search the area. Well,
Like,
I hope so,
how
Lil
come,
Deb.
how come Christians aren't flocking to this place?
Yeah, right.
Having prayer vigils and then going out to search like this. Right? Like it just defies logic. These people, these psychic people, they've been telling you for 30 months what's going on with this little girl, and not one single one of them have been right about one single detail yet. Not even accidentally that we know of. It can't be this way.
Well, it is this way, and I do hope that our community is going to take the information and take it seriously. I mean, I hope that people are not going to continue on saying, oh, wow, they're going to all these spots and Ryan's wife is a psychic, and like at least take it for face value. She is telling you from her own handwriting, right? Her typing, whatever. This here, those shiny red shoes, there are all kinds of entries. Look, I'm going to show you. So, and I still just can't get over those shiny red shoes. I hate that title of this.
Oh, they're gonna make it. They done made a bag already, Jax. They done made a bag already. Don't be confused.
Hold on, let's see. She's very, very in need of care. And this is pinned to the top chat, you guys. So, I mean, there's a lot of really detailed notes on the, I don't particularly I don't want to label her as anything in specific because I only know several diagnoses that I've read about here. I did not read all of these blog entries, and I'm not sure what else is all in them. There's some very concerning things here, and are people here going to allow this to continue? I mean, if she cries about it, is it going to be all okay in the name of summer? When does this end? I don't know. When do people actually put their foot down around here? Yeah, it all looks great. Great documentary and great music and filming and, what is there truly to offer to summer here? Is it for them, for show, or for summer?
Well, it'll just be a bunch of this cat and mouse and never find anything. But every time you turn your camera on, you leading people to believe you got this feeling, and right around the next transition in the video is going to be Summer Wells standing there waiting to go home.
Queen Bee 2. So can't you report him and let TBI know they are directing tips right now? It's already been reported that they're taking tips. I know that for certain.
Direct tips.
I do that.
The TBI has dealt with people fielding tips before. They've dealt with it already plenty of times because
They run away
people-
like Scott and Fizzle and the rest of them.
yeah, they all disappear.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think that, what do you think, Benny? Do you think that we showed, I don't want to like sit here all night going over, you know, all of their, it's all the same. They go to all these different locations. She gets the feelings and he's like, what do you feel, Jen? It's over and over and over again. The same script.
Mm-hmm.
The same script, just different feelings, different emotions. But this here was what I felt to be the most important part, the blog, because that's where she explains she's actually having hallucinations, not psychic abilities or gifts or anything of that nature.
Yep.
But it needs to be out there. So please spread the word. This is a channel that people have just started to learn about. And Ziggy and Justin have been plugging it all over the place. Going
Only
up
because
there.
they didn't know who they were at the time. They did a little background and like, oh yeah, no, we can't align with.
Now they're running from them.
Yeah, they're
The
running
next
from them.
day because people blew up their comments. Now, I had nothing to do with that at all. Ziggy was sitting on her channel yesterday saying, if you get messages from anybody telling you that I'm a bad person, blah, 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 Tiffany.
They're totally
this.
not telling the truth about me at all.
I didn't say shit about Ziggy to anybody, and I didn't say anything to Ryan about Ziggy, but I did, however, see all the comments from everyone around here saying, Ryan and Jen, you guys are such good people. Don't fuck with Ziggy. Don't let her on your channel. She's done this. She's done that. She's done
She's
that.
trash.
So they've already made their decision. I guess they decided because it was written in the comment section that I took those screenshots from earlier where it says that he was taking tips, that they're not having anything to do with any creators and they're not watching anybody else's channel. However, allegedly they watched mine tonight. So that's, you know, I don't
They
know.
took a tip from somebody, didn't they?
Listen, all I know is I don't have any personal beefs with them. I don't know them. I've never had a conversation with them. I just care about Summer. So hate me if you want to.
And I hate sorcery too. So yeah, fuck off with that sorcery.
Yeah.
Soon as she started talking about trying to see into the future, you should have took her straight to a church, homie, and dropped her off right at a church.
Oh,
She'll come back right.
she'll come back right. Well, this is the thing. I would have never be bothered to tell anybody, don't let Ziggy on your channel. Do you think I really give a shit who lets Ziggy on their channel? Allegedly, we have a whole community here that didn't want Ziggy on their channel. But now I kind of have to say, and well, maybe I shouldn't say that, but maybe I should, is that I don't want to give Ziggy any credit. This pains me to do this. But oh, fuck. Jesus. I can't
At
get
least Ziggy relies on a card out of a deck instead of just a feeling in her tummy.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't really just there. You know what? It's all bullshit. How about that? It's just all bullshit.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's fucking sorcery. And if it's not of God, it's devil worshiping. Just know that.
Well, just everybody be aware. Listen, question everything, look things up, do your own research. Because look, it took me all of 2 hours to find that blog today. Not even. I put, let me walk that back. It took me about 2 hours with Benny to look into all of the things that we brought.
Ryan, if you want to work with a good researcher, she's the one.
Oh, Jesus.
She's the one, bro.
And I didn't listen. Usually people got to poke me for me to go looking around, right, and digging. But this was a special circumstance. This doesn't happen often where I'm like, let me check into this. Actually, I have to give the credit to Jody Sue. If one of my mods could please drop Jody Sue's link in my chat, I'd appreciate it.
Jody Sue for the win.
Jody Sue called this from minute one. She said Ryan, Ziggy, and Donna were all together. And she was right. Now, I saw Jody's live.
They're trying to cut a view 3 ways.
I saw her live. It was about 2 weeks ago where she was discussing this. And I went back to it the other day. And the more I started looking, I was like, well, let me look into this. And I went back over things. And this is where we are today. So when I plugged in his wife's name, the blog came up immediately. All right.
He said her forehead is spoken.
The forehead has spoken.
Yeah.
Whose forehead?
I'm guessing Ziggy's.
Oh, she's okay. Well, I'm sure she'll have plenty to say. She's gonna take one for the team tonight because she's like, I gotta get Ryan back. I gotta get Ryan and Jen
Because
back.
everyone that's ever messed with Ziggy's had to take one for the team.
Ziggy's gonna run to the internet tonight to try to win back brownie points with them guys, you know. So be ready. Ziggy's probably gonna go live within the next 10 minutes to tell everybody how, how horrible we are and we're all liars. But the girl came in here and even said that I was there for everything. Yes, we know you were.
Good job.
Come here ever with bullshit. We verify all of our shit here and fact check. See, her daughter even proved it. But all right, guys. Thank you for coming.
It's hard to make change for a dime if it's stuck in your nose. I'm out.
That was a true story, I guess. He didn't believe it. He was like, can you really stick a dime up your nose? He Googled that. I was like, I don't think you could stick a dime up your nose. She said it happened in the chat. Listen, I don't know. These are not people that I know. All I know is I'm here for summer. That's it. Along with the people here that show up every single time for summer. And I think we have a wonderful community here. I would love to see some of the people that I once actually really admired stand up for her. It would be really nice to see. I see a lot of people just leaving summer to hang out to dry. And it's really upsetting. And she deserves so much more, especially from this community. I think a lot of people here have let her down enough. Why don't you stand up for something once? Before I go, hold on a minute. Let me grab very quickly. Since we are talking about summer, I want to share her age progression photo because nobody ever does. Very few people will share Summer's age progression photo. They say it doesn't look like her. But the success rate of the people that make these is over 86% accurate. So it's very important. Summer went missing from Rogersville on June 15, 2021. She was 5 years old at the time that she went missing, and she is 7 right now. She will be turning 8 on February 4th. She was last seen wearing gray pants and a pink shirt. If you have any information about Summer or her whereabouts, please contact the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Do not call a YouTuber. Do not email a YouTuber. Don't text a YouTuber. And stop leaving her behind. Thank you guys so much for everything and for being here. Please spread the word about what you heard here tonight. Advocate for her like you would your own child. And I'll see you on the next one. All right, good night.